ML Huayang has been released. Let's take a look at her kit and see if it matches what we thought it did.
Such a drag.
Such a drag. Oh, boo-hoo.
So,
The animation goes so hard. It's so hard. This game will never fail. This game will never fail for animations. Little cat. Look at that little cat. That's so sick.
scars.
Dark Warrior health outprint, as I like to call it.
Bystander Huayang
Love the
used to be
jacket.
leader of the fearsome gang
Oh,
Sura,
gang
that
leader.
dominated Nanzan Prefecture. However, due to an accident in her fight with Peira, she was injured and became unable.
Okay, base stat. Well, we're gonna get a better look in a sec, but low base speed, nice bulk, insane attack, okay defense. Yeah, it looks pretty legit. She's a Scorpio warrior, so that matches like Wukong and Lone Clarkson Bologna and all those guys.
Bike, what she valued most in life, which ultimately led to her retirement.
Aww,
After Huayang's retirement,
she
the
retired.
vice leader Ken took charge of
Oh,
the gang
Ken!
as
The
his
Ken looks so sick.
planned revenge against Peira.
It doesn't look. It looks like just a skin though. It doesn't look like that'd be
In
another
reality,
unit.
Huayang, having become apathetic towards most things in life.
Damn, so
is
edgy,
now
so
simply
edgy,
passive
so
observer.
unnecessarily edgy. Okay, let's take a look at this.
Bystander Huayang
Here we
is
go.
a 5
Yeah, base stats. CC imprint. Oh, that's goaded. That's exactly what she needs. Scorpio Warrior. So that's going to be these guys. That's going to be Wukong, Rem, Arunka, LCB are going to be your main comparisons. If you want to gear her. We're going to take a look at some gear we could cook up for her in a sec too.
star dark elemental warrior.
But low speed, but she's intended to be built low speed because she's undebuffable, right?
Hit chance further through her imprint.
Yeah, crit chance imprint is huge. That's huge.
Skill 3.
Okay,
Sura
skill 3. We'll let him announce it.
attacks the enemy with a rage.
He's defeated. Instinction. Damage enhancements on the Moligora. What's the cooldown? Then it's 3-turn cooldown after enhancement. That's pretty good. And then a soul burn for more damage. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's see the damage. Let's see the damage. This is the moment of truth, right? This is what we've been waiting for. Is how much damage does S3 really do? Let's see.
Ignores damage reduction.
Oh, they're using it on Ruel? Surely. Okay, they didn't soul burn. No soul burn.
Increases
And obviously no buffs or anything because she can't be buffed.
10 soul is consumed. Increases damage dealt.
Oh! Holy shit! 27,000? Was that 27,000?
When 10
And there's no
soul
damage. There's no damage sharing, right? So this isn't like getting spread across people. It's just curse was put up by Melissa. So don't be fooled. But 27,000?
increases damage dealt.
Oh my god, dude! Oh my god! And because it's ignoring damage reduction and stuff too, doesn't that ignore damage limit? So even if Ruel had damage limit, that would still kill, right? And like this is also good for stuff like Sylvan Sage. Ooh! That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Now, obviously, this is into a Harsetti comp, right? And so she's probably built 0 speed, which is what we're expecting her to be built on anyways. But that is a lot of damage. And because there's no penetration reliance either, it also is a good answer to Ilanov, too. I mean, this is literally the Golden Boys draft. Like, this is LRK, Ilanov, and Ruel. Like, you see this everywhere. So, like, being able to have an answer like this, that's pretty awesome. Okay, sweet. That's really good.
Skill 2.
Okay, here we
Divine
go.
Vessel.
Yep, exactly what we
Immune to buffs
expected.
and debuffs. At the start of the first battle, increases defense.
So no buff here. Look, immunity, no buff there.
Rate of the increased defense of
But no debuffs is also insane. Like, this is going to allow you to build her super slow, build her with some bulk, and then give her just insane stats. Like, she's going to be built almost like Candy is, like to the T. Except you're probably going to give her a little more attack, and then you're going to give her not counter set, right? Probably Destro or attack set. I mean, she may work on a counter though. We'll have to
does
see.
not change after it is activated.
So yeah, so she gets an increase of defense proportional to attack. So you want to give her more attack, and that'll translate into more bulk. And then if anyone is chunked out on your team, right, more than 40% damage, then she activates S3, which we just saw did 27,000 on a Ruel. And now obviously S3 does bonus damage on the light units, so that's not going to do as much against non-light units. That's what I really want to see, and I don't know if we'll see that in this video, but I really want to see what S3 is going to do to a not light unit. So hopefully she hits like Harsetti here if it's the same demo.
For the caster is attacked.
Okay, here we go. Hopefully she hits Harsetti. I want to see the damage into Harsetti. Oh, Harsetti's dead. Well, this is going to nuke one of these guys then.
Against a random enemy. Can only be activated
Let's see.
up to
Is it
once
27k
every
again?
turns.
Nah, 20k because he's got more defense. Okay, that makes sense. Still big damage though. That's really nice. And then her S1 is pretty simple, combat readiness increase.
Infernal
So that's why I think counter set's a little lost on her, but the CR push is still useful.
increases combat readiness of the caster by up to 20%.
Woo! That damage is nice too, though. 7,500 on an Ilanov, which are normally built super bulky. Damn. Yeah, just goes really hard. I really hope I pull her. Like, she seems really, really good.
Champion of Nata's Bikers.
And a necessary
Now
evil.
wandering
Also, they're
the
flexing the Satan, dude. That's the Savior Aiden, the new Savior Aiden, new kid Aiden. That's so sick. They're flexing that. Can't hide it from us, dude.
Alexander Hwyong through the Mystic Summon starting December 19th.
Okay, 15 days from now. Very cool, very cool. 2 weeks from tomorrow. And here's the demo. So it looks like we're bringing Zio and Hua into Harsetti defense. So they're definitely releasing like 2 Harsetti answers, right? They're releasing Hua because Hua is going to be built low speed and be able to not be debuffed, and they're also releasing young Senya. So like they just do not want Harsetti to continue the way she has, which is welcome. I mean, she's been very annoying for most of us, I'm sure. The Melissa goes crazy, dude. They want people to use Melissa so bad. Like, it's actually crazy how much they want people to use Melissa. It's hilarious. Okay, now she's no attack buff on Hwyong here, so that's huge. But at the same time, not being able to, like, being immune to debuffs is crazy, dude. Bro, this Melissa is built nuts. This Melissa must be like 0 speed, Torrent, and Destro. Because that's some insane damage. Here it is. Here's the S3, the 27k. I love the music they're playing too here. God dang, dude. 14k on Curse just from the splat. That's nuts. That's nuts. That's a lot of damage. And then by here, it's like, it's already over. Like, now she's proccing again and killing LK. Like, yeah. Obviously, this is random, so it has that same issue with Rylet, where, like, it could just go the wrong unit and contribute nothing. But, like, as long as she gets to do her own S3 once, like, that's still really useful. Any unit that's able to one-shot, if they get to one-shot, they've done their job, right? Cool. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But as far as, like, builds and stuff go, like, she's definitely going to be leaning towards that, like, super low, like, 0 speed build. And so, you know, units to test on, guys, right? We said the big ones are going to be, Wukong and, Lone Crescent Bologna. But, like, if we just, like, look at the kind of stuff you can put together, let's see here. You're gonna want sets, you're gonna want, like, Destro, you're gonna want, like, attack, you're gonna want, counter set and stuff. Be interested to see if some people run, like, a lifesteal build, right? Because she's basically gonna go to full health if she does 30k on someone, right? Penetration set is not lost on her. Penetration set's still good because, she's going to be getting an additional penetration on her S3 and her S1. Speed set, obviously, we're going to be running her faster, but I think that the strats are going to be running her slower and then just getting her super, super high damage, super high bulk so that she survives. And all in all, I think she's going to be a really solid unit and not too hard to build. Let's see what I could cook up, for example, just to give you guys a range of what kind of builds could work. Okay, so for example, this is the kind of build that I'm thinking would work in my head, right? Obviously, maybe I think a little more attack and a little less HP would be ideal, but I am running on some free gear, as you can tell. This kind of build, right, you're going to be hitting CC cap, you're going to be hitting crit damage cap, and then you want to hit, I'd say, at least like 4k attack at a minimum. And then with this much bulk and stuff too, and she's still got, you know, a little bit of speed from the leftover speed subs on these pieces. But this kind of build, I think, is going to be what her ideal build is going to be. And then on penetration with Destro, like, you're going to be doing so much damage, it's going to be insane. Obviously, we have no way of knowing what kind of build Smilegate used on the combat demo, but if it's anything like this damage-wise, then I think we're in a position where this is definitely a must-pull unit. Like, I think there's no questions that this is a must-pull unit. So get your Mystic Metals ready, guys. Do Guild War. If you need a guild, we've got you. All in all, I just think that we should all get ready for a big shift in the meta once the season is over. So until next time, I will see you guys. Chief Delph signing out.